It is still yesterday. Episode number 7 hasn't even finished processing in YouTube yet. And I'm back down here in the workshop and I'm kind of setting up to, sound the rest of this template. But I'm thinking about what one of the viewers said. And I'm not going to word this just right. His name was John. You can read it yourself. But he was saying something to the effect of that because the template spindle doesn't have to rotate, why can't it be adjusted? And I thought he meant closer to the lathe. But hey, couldn't it be adjusted down a little bit? So I'm looking at things here and I'm thinking maybe I could make some adjustments that way. And I'm wondering also if some of the parts that are banging into this template spindle could possibly be removed. Yeah, I'm going to give this a try and see what I can do here. Could be I just wasted a whole day. Well, we'll soon know. Well, it's the next morning. It's not even 8 o'clock yet and I'm already down here. Okay, this is the bracket here. It's hitting right here. And if I come to the other end, well, you can see it's hitting right here. In fact, I'm making a mark on the neighbor's spindle here. That's not good. Mind you, this spindle is so beat up he's not going to notice. He doesn't have a computer, so he can't watch this on YouTube. However, I don't want to mark it up unnecessarily, of course. So I'm just wondering here, what would happen if I take this bracket off? I have a faint recollection of having to take it off before, and I can't remember why. Anyway, let's see if we can take it off. Now, I was thinking maybe I could mount it upside down, but as you can see here, this channel that the finger here, whatever you call it, moves back and forth in is not in line with these holes, so it's not going to line up. The only other thing I could have done maybe is bent this, but I would have had to have bent it so much that it would no longer be of any use. In fact, it'd probably be worse. Okay, let's give it a try and see what we got now. It just makes it, if I lower the spindle a quarter of an inch, let's try it the other direction. Yeah, if I lower the spindle maybe a quarter of an inch, then this finger will still, let me just adjust it here and see what's going to happen if I move it in. Yeah, you can see this finger will still catch right here in the center. I mean, you don't want it so that it's bumping away up here. It has to be on the center line. I think you know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, I'm going to just lower it about a quarter inch, see what happens. Now you can see here the way the sawdust is on the cylinder, that this will go in a lot further. Now the finger is in as far as it will go on the most innermost groove. And but my problem is, watch, I'll take this all the way back, and when I go over, it doesn't want to, well, maybe it will clear it. Let's see here. I was thinking that maybe the finger wasn't going to clear that stuff even if this was down, but I think it just barely does it. So now there's a lot of flaws in this thing. I know I kind of alluded to this before, that you'll look at something like this and you'll think, oh, this is wonderful. There's a lot of little problems with it that make it not quite as good as you would think it would be. Like, I've had it for, 6-7 years, I guess. I can't remember anymore. And so I've learned all the bad parts of it. For instance, it will not follow something like this. This is just too steep here. It will follow something that is maybe no more than I was going to say a 45-degree angle in and out, but I don't think it'll even follow something that sharp. Yeah. Anyway, I think that as well as going down, I'm also going to have to go in. I mean, why not? I've got all this room here, why not? Then it's not under such, extra tension, because the more you pull it out, the more tension on the spring that pulls it back. So it's a lot easier to pull out when it's almost all the way in as far as it will go. So, like I say, I'll go down 1/4 of an inch and maybe in, this much? Almost that much. Okay, how far is it to this sawdust line here? That's about it. I want to make sure I'm actually going to be able to go in that far. Yeah. Okay, so what is that? Look at that, 1 inch. What a coincidence. Alright, it's a smidgen over. I guess it was about 10 minutes ago I was all ready to shoot this scene just exactly the way you see it here, and I knew what I was going to say, and I was getting ready to press record. Yeah, and I hear my delivery box lid slam. So I think, there's only one reason for that. Okay, our scale is here. Watch for it. Tomorrow. There'll only be one episode on this. Surely we don't need to have a part 2. But it'll be called The Mag Switch. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Meanwhile, to the business at hand here. If I want to move this in 1 inch, that means I've got to make the hole 1 inch this way. And if I want to move this 1/4 of an inch down, that means I have to have the hole 1 inch in and 1/4 of an inch up. But I think I have a little problem, and I'll show you. Okay, now because we got it going the other way, we're going to want to go 1 inch this way. So if I go 1 inch that way, and then 1/4 of an inch up, I can't drill a hole here. I have to fasten a little piece of plywood or something on the end here. It's moved in 1 inch and a smidge, and it's moved down about 1/4 inch. As you can see, the carriage is clearing the top of the spindle. Now, this carriage is moving very sticky, like it binds. And in the past, what I've done is I've liberally greased it up with STP just before I'm going to use it. I think I know what the problem is. I think they used the wrong kind of metals. Anyway, I'll talk about that in episode number 9. Yeah, I think you got the idea. Thanks for watching.